We're getting an update on what is happening in the city of Brantford this morning with Mayor Kevin Davis. So nice to have you back on the show again.
Very happy to be back, Annette. Frankly, I thought you'd forgotten about me.
We have never forgotten about you. We have the cutout still of you.
Oh, my doppelganger, how's he doing?
He's doing okay. He's doing okay. You have to come over to our new building when we're there.
Are you still feeding him a lot of chips?
Yes, every second Thursday. Let's talk about the ease of restrictions. It was earlier this week. The city of Brantford eased its COVID-19 restrictions. Have things kind of rebounded back to normal, or is it slowly getting back to normal?
I'd say we're, let's say, 3/4 of the way there. The restrictions that remain in place as required by the provincial government are those that apply to indoor settings, you know, the masking, the physical distancing. But outside of that, most of the restrictions have now been eliminated. So, yeah, it does feel very much like we're getting back to normal. And hopefully by the end of the month, most of the other restrictions, assuming everything has stabilized, remains that we'll see a much more open society and a much more relaxed society. Because I'll tell you this, Annette, there's a lot of people struggling. There's a lot of division and resentment and anger, and we need to get back to, well, nice weather and some normalcy.
Right. You had a really special ceremony yesterday in front of Brantford City Hall with the raising of the Ukrainian flag.
Yeah, we did, and we have a sizable Ukrainian community here in our community. And so we felt it was important to voice our support for the peoples of the Ukraine, but also for our local Ukrainian community. In fact, we had many members that came out. We were quite pleased to see them, and some of them actually told some of their personal stories in that almost had us in tears. One man who just recently emigrated with his 2 sons. It was really moving to hear what was happening to his relatives that he had recently been in touch with.
Yeah, we have some photos here from Brantford's social media, so that's a nice touch. How long will that flag be flying then?
As long as necessary.
Okay. You've also had an influx of people who don't normally live in Brantford. Season 5 of The Handmaid's Tale shooting is taking part downtown. Is it still happening downtown?
Well, Annette, you can call it Handmaid's Tale. I'm required by contract to call it Ruby Road.
Oh, that's correct.
I'm looking forward to seeing Ruby Road.
That's correct.
But yes,
that's correct.
They're just wrapping up. About 200 actors, 500 crew, and also a lot of extras from the community. 1,500 hotel nights, about $120,000 in fees paid to the city. Yes, it's had a very substantial impact economically, and a great time for that to be done.
Were you able to go down and just kind of, watch from afar, or are we going to see you in a cameo?
For some reason, they don't seem to be interested in having me appear.
They don't know Kevin Davis then.
Given the image of males on that series, I'm glad they don't want me.
Oh, yes. Anything else. But that must be a nice boon then to the restaurants in the area. You mentioned the hotel stays, but to the businesses.
Yeah, restaurants, businesses, and civic pride. We take a lot of pride here in Brantford that this isn't the only one. We have about anywhere from 12 to 15 shoots per year here in Brantford. One that people in Hamilton be familiar with, the mayor of Kingstown. A lot of the scenes were shot here in Brantford as well.
Very cool. Brantford Transit, back to full service now?
We're back to full service as of this past weekend. We had some staffing issues, so we're back to half-hour service. Buses are at full capacity, standing included. Of course, masks are still required by provincial regulation.
Do you have a staffing shortage with your transit system?
We did through January and February. Part of that were previously arranged vacation leaves, but part of it was illness as well.
Okay. And I understand that the city is renovating Central Park.
We're renovating Central Park, one of our oldest parks, and right now we're going through the process of consulting with the neighborhood to determine what it is they want in their neighborhood park.
Okay. Nice to get an update from you, Kevin.
Yeah.
We'll chat again soon.
Yeah, well, how do you like our new council chamber? I thought you might say something about
Well,
it.
I know. Normally you pop out on the side. I wasn't even sure if that was a real location. Very nice, Mr. Mayor.
I always try and give Annette, I always try and give you a visual treat, you and your viewers. And this is our new council chamber.
Thank you for the visual treat from Brantford. Brantford Mayor Kevin Davis, thank you.